Here we have the Canon PowerShot S95 digital camera. This is at the top end of the compact camera market, alongside some of the other contenders like the Panasonic TZ10. The main difference is that this one has shorter zoom but a larger sensor. Around the top end of the compact camera market, you get two breeds, as they were, of digital cameras. You get those with the super zooms, which have a very high level of zoom, although the quality you get with the super zooms is compromised, a little bit more grainy. Or you get the cameras such as this PowerShot S95, which has a smaller zoom. So this one, as you can see, is a 3.8 times zoom, and it is compensated by a bigger sensor, which gives much better quality, much higher quality images with much less grain, and is also very good in low light. So you can take images in low light, such as indoors or in the evening and so on, without having to actually use the flash. This particular model is a 10 megapixel camera. 10 megapixel is really more than enough. You get very large shots with 10 megapixel. So when you're purchasing a camera, don't just purchase a camera on the number of megapixels. More megapixels doesn't actually mean the camera is better overall. You really need to take a look at the sensor. So anyway, let's get into the unboxing of this and see what's in the box. If I just open the seal here. Okay, so if I just open this out. Okay, first we have, this is just a leaflet, membership of Uconnect. We have the user manual and a software disk in there as well. This is your standard composite cable, so it's a mini USB to your normal audio and video connections. You have standard USB cable, a 3-pin adapter, a 2-pin adapter as well. I have a feeling that these tend to come with 2-pin adapters or 2-pin plugs as standard, and the 3-pin is added afterwards for the UK market. You have the charger itself. So there's your battery charger. In here we have the battery itself. Probably going to want to purchase a spare battery or two with this, to be honest. But there we go, there's your battery pack. Let's see if I can get a... There we go. So there's your battery. A small wrist strap, and the actual camera itself. I'll just get rid of the box here. So here's the camera itself. Okay, so here's the camera itself. The finish on it is quite grainy. It's not a smooth finish, quite a sandy finish, and that improves the grip. So I'm quite happy with that. The lens control ring, as you can see here, I'm not sure if you can hear that or not, but there's a click with each small turn. so it's not completely smooth, but that's quite good. I prefer it to have a click. On this side here you have your HDMI and USB connections. On the top we have the pop-up flash, the ring function, the on-off switch, the zoom in and out from here, the shutter release button, and the scene modes. And these are quite stiff, so they're not easily going to turn. You're not easily going to turn these, so they are quite stiff to turn. On the rear you have a nice big screen, as you can see. The screen is flush with the back of the camera, so you're probably going to want some kind of screen protector, especially with a screen of this size. Your two buttons here and two buttons at the bottom are again flush with the camera, so you're not accidentally going to be pressing them. You've got another dial here for quickly accessing various menu options, and the buttons inside, again, they're indented within the actual dial itself, so you're not going to be accidentally pressing any of them. On the bottom you have your standard tripod dock there, your tripod thread, and over here you've got your SD card slot and your battery compartment. The SD card I'm probably going to be using with this is the 32 gig SanDisk Extreme. That's a class 10 card. You can get away with a class 6 card using on this camera, but that's what I've got spare, so I'll go with that for now. On the other side there's nothing, so that's the camera overall. Quite a nice little camera, and we'll see how it performs. If you're after any shots in particular, leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do. Otherwise you'll find plenty of sample shots on the internet, so I probably won't be putting very many sample shots up. I may try and create a couple of videos just so you can see the video quality in different lighting conditions. So there we go, that's the Canon PowerShot S95. Okay, just to take a quick look at the menu options that we have with the camera itself. I've just switched the camera on, so it probably won't have much battery power, but we'll try and get through this with the battery remaining. So the battery's flashing already there. As you can see at the top, as I turn the dial, it's on auto at the moment, however as I turn the dial, so there's your different settings there, and you can turn the wheel at the back or the at the front by the lens, the rotating wheel at the front to adjust these settings. There's your manual setting and your custom setting. So if we go back to auto here, we've got our low light setting, portrait mode, and finally we've got the video, and this does record 720p HD video. Now if I just stick it back to auto there, your menu button is down the bottom corner here, so if I press the menu button you can see that you can turn the wheel on the back just to go through all of the different menus. So you've got your flash settings, how long you want to review a picture for, review information, blink detection, custom display, date stamp, and set shortcut button. And the next menu along, mute the volume, sound options, a few basic settings. You can see my card there, I've got the 32 gig card inserted, so I've got 29.7 gig, file numbering and naming and so on. And the final option is, sorry if I set that back to power and go up to the top. The final option, I think that's just a few options in there as well. So if I go back out to the actual screen, so you can see I could take a a lot of shots. That is at the highest 10 megapixel and the finest resolution. You could see I can take 9,999 pictures there. You can press the function button while you're in, and there we go. You can see I'm set at the 10 megapixel, taking at the highest resolution possible. So that's for A2 size prints. You can drop it down to A3 size, postcard size, and a very small size just for using it online. So there's your basic settings. You've got the 4 buttons here, for example, to turn the flash on and off and so on. So you can turn the flash off there. The macro mode, self timer, so you can turn the timer on and off. So take a few shots of yourself on timer and so on. So that's just a quick basic overview of the actual menus. Much like Canon, very simple to use, just like any other. I had a Canon Ixus before. This one is very similar to that, but hopefully the shots taken with this will be far superior. So I hope you have found that slightly helpful, and as I said before, hopefully this should get me some very good shots.